Balla Babez. I'm back with another video. The video you guys have all been waiting for. It's been a lot going on, so I'm sorry for the delay, but it's just been so much going on this month and last month. But I am here to give you guys healthy hair tips and, you know, just tell you guys what I do and what I did to grow my hair. But before I start, I just want to say that these are things that work for me. Like I always say, everybody's hair is different, you know, so what works for me may not work for you. But honestly, these are also just like general, well, I feel like these are just general hair growth tips like that anybody can do. So yeah, also be consistent. I know I say this a lot, but if you're not going to be consistent and you're trying to grow your hair, you're just not going to get the outcome that you're looking for, because consistency is the key to healthy hair growth. If you're not going to consistently take care of your hair, or consistently show love to your hair, or consistently do the things that you need to do in order, do whatever is working for your hair consistently, then, I mean, you shouldn't expect to see, you know, major growth or anything, because consistency is just the key. Like, there's no other way around it. So consistency and patience. Be patient with your hair. It's hair. Everybody has different growth times. I mean, some people's hair may grow faster than others. I mean, you know, we're all different. So it just, you have to be consistent and be patient. Those are my top 2 tips before I get into, you know, what I've done to grow my hair out. Another thing I wanted to just kind of throw in there, if I'm looking at my phone, once again, I have all my notes typed out on here. So a healthy scalp plus healthy hair equals long hair, which equals length retention. So in order for a healthy scalp, you have to take care of your scalp the proper way that your scalp needs to be taken care of in order, and then if you do that, then that's gonna, you know, grow your hair, because your hair grows from your scalp. So if you take care of your scalp, the hair that's growing from your scalp will be healthy, which healthy hair will turn into long hair. And then if you take care of the hair that's older, which is the hair, you know, this, as y'all see, this is my new growth right here. So all this is new growth from my scalp, new hair. So as you get down to the bottom parts of your hair, that's the oldest parts of your hair. So if you don't take care of the oldest parts of your hair, then you're not going to have length retention. It's just not gonna happen. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first tip I have is going to be about wash days. So for me, I wash my hair, sometimes I wash it once a week. I keep hitting this thing, y'all. Sometimes I wash my hair once a week, sometimes I wash my hair once every 2 weeks. It honestly just depends on you, because I know before, like in my high school days, I really would only wash my hair like once a month. It just, I mean, with curly hair needs moisture. So well, curly hair or natural hair, it needs moisture. So the less you wash your hair, the better. But with that being said, I'm not saying just go months and months without washing your hair or anything, because also your scalp needs to be cleansed in order for new hair to grow. So all I'm saying is figure out what works best for you. If your hair starts to feel gummy or it's not coming out the way you want it to, then it probably means that you need to wash your hair, because all the product buildup is just sitting on your hair, so you need to get rid of it. So like I said, I wash my hair either once a week or once every 2 weeks. So in between, I used to like buy co-wash conditioners and stuff like that, but I don't do that anymore. I kind of just wet my hair in between washes and just kind of rinse everything out, and then I just kind of apply my conditioner and stuff like that. So that's if I wash my hair like I said, I wash my hair once every 2 weeks. So if I wash my hair this week, next week I'll probably just, like I said, rinse out my hair while I'm in the shower or something. Just kind of give my scalp a little rub, you know, a little scrub. And then just style my hair as normal instead of just washing it every week, you know. Also, before I wash my hair, I always run some coconut oil through my hair. And I just do that because for me, it helps me detangle in the shower easier. So I do that. I put my coconut oil in my hair before I kind of run my fingers through it, comb it out a little bit while, you know, my hair is like drenched in coconut oil. And then I get in the shower and I apply conditioner first, and then I detangle. And then all this just makes it easier. So after I detangle, then I wash my hair, and then I put my conditioner in, and then I detangle one more time. But it just makes the detangling process so much easier, because once you put the shampoo in your hair, you're stripping your hair from, you know, you're stripping everything out of your hair. So which makes your hair brittle and like dry feeling. And you don't want to detangle your hair like that, because you're just gonna be ripping out your hair. So that's what I do. And I don't use shampoos that have sulfates in them or anything. I use sulfate free shampoos, so that's another thing that helps, because sulfate shampoos like that can dry out your hair, cause breakage, and just don't use them. Just don't. And like I said, just wash your hair as needed. You don't want your pores to be clogged up, and it's just not good for your hair, not good for your scalp, and that also can cause breakage and things like that. So we just don't want that. Number 2, okay, so I talked about taking care of your scalp in the last tip I had about washing your hair. So this tip is clarifying your scalp. Yes, you wash your hair, but even though you wash your hair however many times you're going to wash it throughout the month or whatever, product still can be left and just build up from there. So it's good to just give your scalp just a good deep cleanse, just to make sure that you get everything out of your scalp, and it can be like a new fresh start for your scalp. One of the ways that I do that, I use vinegar. I actually use Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and I mix that with water, and I use that while I'm in the shower, and I just kind of pour it all over my scalp and give it a good scrub, you know. But they also have different products that's already made, so that you don't really have to worry about making it and doing the half and half thing and all that. So I know they have, you just search it up on Google, clarifying shampoo, and they have different ones on there. But yeah, I like to use vinegar. That's just, I have never really just used any other kind, but that's the one I recommend, that's the one I use, and that's what works for me. The next tip is detangling. Guys, this is so important. This is such an important tip. I can't explain to you enough how important this tip is. So detangling is an important tip, because we do not want to rip out our hair, guys. Please do not rip out your hair when you're trying to detangle. I know so many people who are like so rough when they're detangling their hair, and I just look at it and I'm like, why are you doing that to yourself, sis? Like, do you love yourself? Come on, don't do that, please. So the correct way to detangle, please do not detangle when your hair is dry. Always have a conditioner in your hair when you are detangling, please. And please have enough conditioner in your hair. That's another important thing. You can put like a little conditioner and you have no slip whatsoever. So just make sure your hair is saturated with conditioner before you start your detangling process. And the next thing, after your hair is saturated with the conditioner, then you want to start from the ends of your hair instead of starting at the roots of your hair. And why we do this is because if you start from the top, you're basically going to just be like ripping out more hair. So it's easier to just go ahead and start from the bottom and work your way up. And that's how you detangle with losing less hair, because you're not just starting here and just, you know, kind of just like being rough with your hair, or you know, and it also just causes more tangles. Like if you start up here, your hair is already tangled. So if you start up here and just keep brushing down, like it's just harder. And brushing from the ends up to your roots just makes everything easier. It makes your life easier. So those are 2 important tips when detangling. Also, another thing I do, I like to use my wide tooth comb to detangle first before I even use brushes. So y'all, I used the Detangle brush before. I didn't really like it. I didn't. And I tried to do, you know, what I seen other people doing, but it was not a good experience for me, and kind of ripped my hair out a little bit. And so I said, yeah, we're not doing that again. So I use an easy brush. If y'all don't know what that is, I have a video on that, so y'all can go watch that as well. And I also have a wash day video. If y'all haven't watched it, check it out please, and thank you. So I use my easy brush, but I always use my wide tooth comb first. Using a wide tooth comb before you use any brush on your hair will help you so much. You will lose less hair, and that's the main key. We don't want to just keep ripping out our hair doing all this extra stuff, you know. So if you start with a wide tooth comb, it'll make using your brush through your hair easier, and you'll lose less hair, and your hair will be more protected. So that's just another method that I like to do. I know I dropped my easy brush video, and a lot of people are like, no, just rip my hair out, but like I said, use a wide tooth comb first, and I promise you your hair will thank you, sis. Another tip I want to tell you guys about detangling or combing through your hair, brush your hair the way it grows or the way you want it to grow. I see a lot of people kind of like flip their hair and brush that way, but like your hair is not gonna grow that way, you know. So if you flip your hair and you're brushing like this, your hair is not gonna grow that way. Your hair grows when it's, you know, flipped right like this, and you know, you detangle this way. It's better for you to detangle the way your hair grows than the way your hair does not grow. It's the same way with shaving. Don't they always tell you, you know, when you shave, you're not supposed to really shave the way your hair doesn't grow, because that's just not good. But I mean, some people do anyways, but hey, it's whatever. But with your hair, I suggest that when you're detangling, do not flip your hair over and brush. Please don't. It's okay if you're like flipping it just to like fluff it out or something like that, but brushing your hair that way, no. And another thing I want to tell y'all, I know everybody wants like the curl definition and stuff like that, but you don't always have to have your curl definition 24/7. In a lot of my videos, a lot of people always try to make comments about my hair saying it's damaged and stuff like that, but my hair is not damaged. I've shown my natural curl pattern, and people can see that it's 100% healthy. But in other videos where my hair is like more wavy, it's because like either I've had my hair, I don't know, I've said this before in other videos, but I'm gonna keep repeating myself. I've had my hair in buns and stuff like that before I take it down to make videos, and yes, it loosens my curl pattern because I usually like twist my hair so it's stretching my curls out, and then I put it in the bun, so when I take it down, my curls haven't stretched out. It's not my natural curl pattern. But you don't always just want to keep doing your hair routine over and over just because your curls are not, you know, defined. Me personally, I'm not even gonna lie, I love my curls to death, but a lot of times I love wearing my hair like wavy, like I just do, of course, because like the length and everything, it looks longer and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, for me, I love wearing my hair wavy. But yeah, y'all, so don't kind of just let your hair do what it wants to do sometimes. It doesn't always have to be perfect. It really doesn't. I mean, hey, if nothing in this world is perfect, so why not just let your hair do what it wants to do? Why? Okay, the 4th tip is deep conditioning. I deep condition once a week or once every 2 weeks. So basically, every time I wash my hair, I deep condition my hair right after. So it kind of goes together. It's like a package deal. Wash your hair, deep condition. If you wash your hair, deep condition. If you wash your hair, deep condition. So that's what I do. I know like I said, being consistent and deep conditioning takes time. So even if you're just like around your house cleaning up or something, it's many different deep conditioning products out there. You can either, you know, buy you a steamer or something. That's what I use. I use a steamer. But if not, just put a plastic bag over your head, put some conditioner in. The heat from your head and the cap will lock the moisture in, and so it'll heat up that way. So you can do it either way. Then that way you'll be able to go around the house, clean up, do what you gotta do. It's, you know, it's just easier like that. If you don't really have a lot of time, just make time, you know. So that's just another part of just being consistent with it. Deep conditioning will keep your hair moisturized longer. Y'all, I realized like when I started like being consistent with my deep conditioner, my hair was just so much better, and I didn't have as many tangles, and it just felt so soft. Like I play basketball, as y'all know, so I kind of used to wear my hair in a bun a lot during my growth process. So I would kind of notice like my hair sometimes will be just dry, even in my bun, like, you know, the parts where my scalp would just be so dry. And then once I started deep conditioning more, and I would still wear my hair in buns a lot, my hair would just feel so much softer for a longer length of time. Like throughout the week, I wouldn't have to worry about my hair just being so dry. So that's another plus with deep conditioning. The next one is protein treatments. So, okay, with protein treatments, you do not want to just use protein treatments like 3 times a month or even twice a month. I only do protein treatments once a month, because if you do too many protein treatments, that can actually damage your hair. Like, do not do that, please. I recommend doing a protein treatment like once a month or like every 6 or so weeks. But yeah, if you use protein treatments too often, that can cause breakage, damage your hair. We just don't want that. So don't do too many of them in a month. I recommend just once a month or once every 6 weeks.